of that. And yes, this is our first time playing.
Yes, sir.
Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals.
Who did you lose
As
to?
we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Virginia Tech Hokies. Taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference,
To
the
who?
Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David
yeah.
Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
Well, yeah, you got a tough
The Cardinals will kick it away.
schedule with Rutgers.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line.
Oh, to like replay a game? I always say, you know, I usually just try to trust people that it's only for like if they forgot their playbook or, you know, like something came up or whatever. But I'm sure
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
I'm sure it's abused.
Got room at the 35. It's a seam wide open. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown.
I'll take that.
Hokies. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board.
Do you play Florida State, or do you know if you play them or not?
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back
Yeah,
of the
it's
end zone.
Houston. I know I played them. I played them twice last year and got my ass whooped, so that's why I was wondering.
Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Takes it the other way.
Hit up that ball.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to you.
I see it, dude. Whenever I'm playing the computer, I feel like, on the computer side too, like they're super accurate.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Makes it past the marker.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him. And then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
What kind of fucking throw was that? Come on, man.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. End off from the gun. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Now adjusting. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Man, I love when my quarterback uses his brain. I only need a few yards to get the first down. Nice job. Scrambles around, buys time, gets just enough for the first down.
The give to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Fires into the end zone.
Holding.
And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field?
Damn.
Second down coming up. Tight end now in motion. The give to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. I don't know what that safety was doing. Defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to scramble. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback, who throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Firing to the right, complete. There he goes. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Buys a little time with his feet. Throwing on the run. Makes the
Oh!
And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. And I don't think he got in. Those big bodies up front just creating a wall at the goal line. They'll run the sneak for it. The sneak scores it.
The defense knew coming in.
I'm not going to waste the challenge.
Their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in their running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well.
What's
on
up?
Designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
I usually do it on just fumbles, but if it's under a certain amount of time in the game, it won't let you.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is
switching me to
feeling
this shit.
themselves after that last drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field.
Shit.
Snap it to the back. Finding open areas. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Oh, he just
Pick it up, pick it up.
poorly, and it's a fumble. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Great job by the defense there on 4th down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case. That time, the defensive line was lower. They got more push. And there was just nowhere for the quarterback to go. Great job by the D.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
With the catch, it's Watson. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play caller.
To the air, it's St. Clair. The screen, and watch out. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Got his man to the left.
Put your hands
And
up.
he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Cardinals have their offense in high gear.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
It's on target and complete. Touchdown Cardinals! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Men, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Alabama. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with a scoring drive here. The Hokies will hustle to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. If the Hokies can keep this up in the passing game, that'll make them touch that Hokie stone with a little more enthusiasm.
Yeah, it'll get them jacked up. It'll get them excited. A lot of times with Virginia Tech, man, we've seen it. It's the defense. It's the special teams. But when they can get that QB throwing the ball down the field and create some balance, it's when they have their best teams.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line a match.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country. They were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge.
He lobs one high down the left side. He got
Ooh.
it. They will score. Touchdown, Hokies.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. Coming out with it, it's Wheeler. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
There was a pocket.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Finds his man, it's Watson.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Here's the give off the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Oh.
Behind the line, it's Skinner. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the 1st down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Forced out of the pocket. They get to him as he throws. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
I'm surprised they didn't drop it.
Not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Yeah, that sucks, man. That's one of those ones.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's going to run it. At the 45 on his way. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. They came out hot on this drive. 1 play and already near midfield. Looking to throw on first down. He unleashes a long one. Got it in stride inside the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. From the red zone, looking for a man. Lets it fly.
Oh.
That pass is incomplete.
Could have been big.
How about that, man? Like, it seems like everything he's thrown so far has worked, especially down here. He's already got 2 touchdown passes against this defense. So, guys, I'm kind of surprised when he misses down here.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Got me thinking, man. I didn't know what I was going to do.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out. It's Wheeler. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And this is why a lot of offensive coaches are okay going into halftime, trailing, not being too aggressive. Because when you try to make things happen, sometimes disaster strikes. And you just saw it right there.
Smashes ahead. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Looking for
Wrong
the
guy.
Oh. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. And you saw that there on the incompletion.
Looking to pass. It's Barnett. Into the end zone.
Oh.
It's picked
I think
off.
you get there. Good shit.
And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Just enough time.
Yeah, I would have taken 3. Damn.
Running back searching for a hole. Oh, what a move to get open. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Got greedy.
And the Hokies will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Wheeler. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Under fire. Ooh. And they can't make the connection on third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Might be changing the route. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. And we're about to get another look at this hooky offense. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to throw. It's Barnett. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Fires on the move.
Bro.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
The sure hands, it's Williams. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
The Hokies will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Oh, he's got some space.
How the hell he...
Defense
caught that
makes a
and
stop,
stayed up.
but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Hokies. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. How about this dude? He's throwing it like Don Strock or Jim Druckenmiller. He's running it like Tyrod Taylor, or doing it all like Michael Vick.
Just showing the whole game, showing the repertoire, and how hard is it to stop a guy like this? I mean, when he can do all these things and stretch you with his feet, stretch you with his arm, that's why he's hard to stop, and that's why he's having himself a day.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Watson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped.
Bro, I need to run safe coverage, man. I swear, like, there's always a gap.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air. It's St. Clair. Quickly out to the tight end. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Skinner. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Damn, it was a good grab.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
To the air on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tough.
Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Touchdown, Louisville. And
I don't know what happened with that corner. It got smoked.
You cannot say enough about this quarterback's toughness on that one. Staring downfield, knowing he's going to get absolutely blasted by the defender, and still somehow able to deliver an accurate throw way down the field. It just does not get any better than that from the quarterback position.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe another step, another block, and he gets more, but the offense will take over there. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. The give is to Williams. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Finds the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
To the ground to try to move the chain.
Wow.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Pressure coming.
Wow.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
Oh,
Still
just
got
like
time.
I didn't
Great
get
job
it.
by the defense doing the most important thing, getting the ball back to their offense. Now the offense has to answer the bell. A good job creating the turnover. Now the offense, your turn.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Looking for more room. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown Cardinals. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Mississippi State is in serious trouble right now. I'm not sure some folks won't be asking for a refund on their NIL investment. A putrid performance in Starkville. They're trailing by 18 to Alabama. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
And the Hokies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Looking to throw, it's Barnett. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback adapted. He's going to take off. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort.
Damn, I'm
glad
glad he didn't fumble
as much
that.
yardage as possible to set up a 3rd and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on 3rd down.
Damn.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
This defense really does a nice job playing with their eyes and pursuing the ball. They took away all of the quarterback's options down the field. When he finally checked it down, they rallied to him, made the tackle, now setting up 4th.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the 1st down. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Oh, damn, he's hurt.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Setting up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And running east-west at this point is not going to help you win this game. You're down by a possession, a 2-minute situation. You got to catch it and get north, get the first down to stop the clock, or you got to catch it and make sure that you're somewhere close to out of bounds if you're going to try to go laterally. But that wasn't it right there.
Now improvising. On the run, deep down the right side.
Oh.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Looking to the big tight end. That's caught. It's
Damn.
Skinner. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Makes the grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Oh, my God.
And they take it in for 6 more points.
Massive score, now massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? You want to go for it? It's your decision.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied
Was it
up.
21? Was it 21 at one point? I can't select.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own
Bruh,
five.
wouldn't let me select. I couldn't select.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own one. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to make magic with his feet. Inside the 10-yard line and shoved out of bounds at the 9. The Hokies in a good spot here with second and short. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Hokies come to the line in the hurry up. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Fires to the big fella. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
So here comes our first play of overtime. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Skinner. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Looking to buy time. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
They'll pass on the field goal and going for it on 4th and short in overtime. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And that's why it's hard to run down by the goal line. The defense just has so many bodies crowded into the line of scrimmage. Offense couldn't get it done that time.
Punts it out of the air. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
They're going for the touchdown here on 4th and goal in overtime. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Touchdown, Louisville! They strike first in overtime.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down to the 17.
Now, when I'm in OT and I start to get in this territory, I gotta be thinking touchdown. Like, what are my plays that I can go to now? I ran the football, I showed a little bit of conservativeness. Now I gotta take advantage of a shot out wide. What's my best go-to play in this situation?
1st and goal as they try to answer with a touchdown of their own. From the gun, Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different.
Look,
bring more pressure.
I don't want the ball back.
He's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody. Live with the results because
play
defense ain't
defense.
working anyways.
We play on. First down here in the second overtime period. From the gun, running back on the move. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
That's a good, solid run there, Reese. If you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Hokies in the hurry up. Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
To the air, it's Barnett.
Horrible screen.
It's Overton.
He
never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Staring at a third and long here in this first overtime possession. Unleashes to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
After that incompletion, because you're down in the red zone, setting up fourth and long, you'd imagine they would jog the field goal unit out here, but we've seen offenses stay aggressive. If they believe in their playmakers and they want to score touchdowns, you might see this offense go for it.
Shit, I thought I missed it.
Is good. And now they take the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down.
Oh, pick that.
Pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Second down, he'll throw it. Trying to set up the screen. Runs through a tackle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's St. Clair.
Ooh.
And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Nailed it.
It's good. And how about that clutch kick from distance to send us to another overtime?
Now it's just 2-point conversions.
Man, so many more times we're going to say
This
go
is
for it, be aggressive.
fucked.
Nice to have a guy you can depend on.
You get one play.
And you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And now it's all 2-point conversion attempts from here on out. Was to pass. Tremendous execution to get the 2, and now they turn up the heat. with a 2 of their own. Snaps it in the shotgun. He makes the grab for the 2 and ties the game.
The football game that would never end.
I think I gotta go again.
Both of these teams, somehow, they still have so much in the tank, David. Both teams trading 2-point conversions right now.
And just over and over.
Oh, I hate this. I hate
moments.
this.
They're coming up huge.
This
Play
can't be
after
good for
play
me.
after play. Who's going to blink, man? Both teams making big plays. Both teams continuing this game on to another overtime.
They got it done. A great play call to give them the lead by 2.
It's all about mental toughness. That's impressive there to get the 2-point play, and now you're putting it on your defense. Can they rise up to the occasion, David, make a play and end this thing?
Man, and that's what you're doing. You're trying to get energy from them. You're walking over there to them. Guys, we just need one stop. One stop and we walk out of here a winner. I know you're exhausted. Just give me one more play.
This will be the ball game. Make it and play on, miss it and lose. They can convert. A great stop by the defense.
He dropped it.
Game-winning one here in overtime. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team just, they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
That's the strength of the ACC right there. ACC strength. It shows ACC grit on the side of Louisville. Down 21. Told his boys to rally. They did. They gave me every bit of a battle. But in the end, EA knew who they knew who they wanted to bless. And EA blessed me very very much with that drop pass.